So today I'm at a used car dealer auction. You'll never believe what dealers are paying for these cars. And today I'll show you what a dealer pays for trucks just like these. All right, so check in with Alex here. You had how many on your list?
8.
This is a 2020 Escalade. There's Alex. Would you like to buy this, sir? I think that they left something off of that car. So we're actually before the auction runs right now, and they run a lot of these inops. Inops means inoperable, means these cars are not running. I just heard one of the sellers say, okay, this car has no power, and alternator's bad, battery's bad, everything's bad. So cheap fix, but it's just something that the seller didn't want to have to deal with. So they bring it out here and they sell it and they tow it in, and the buyer has to tow it out. So they just walk around, and just like the auction goes on the inside, they actually bring an auctioneer out here and they'll auction it out. And see all these guys moving with the auctioneer, and they'll buy the car as it sits, and they have to get it out. And here's a Toyota Camry, bad paint job and all. It's got 230,000 miles and still running. Oh, about lost my hat. That's how windy it is today. It's crazy. Hopefully you're not hearing it, but very, very windy today. Off the point. Toyota Camrys, best cars ever that you could buy if you're looking for a cheap, reliable car. 2002 to 2006 Toyota Camry with a 4-cylinder motor. Best car money can buy. I see them all the time. 200, 250, 300,000 miles popping up here at auction and still running like the day it was produced. Obviously that one doesn't look like the day it was produced, but still running great. So with so many dealers here today, tax time going on, all these dealers selling cars, money's gonna be crazy rolling through this auction. I would assume that with me and Alex being here during tax time, we're not gonna be able to buy any cars. My hopes are set at just about 0. If we buy 1 or 2, it's a successful day, but we're really just coming out here to do our market research here for today. Well, I'm making a video here for you too, but this is to see if other dealers have hit it as hard as we have, and if they have, then prices are going to be insane, and it's going to be these cars are going to be unobtainable for us. Please don't hit me. Anyway, so that's why we're here, and our hopes, our dreams of buying any kind of car, even something like that with the race spoiler, yeah, that makes it faster is what I hear. 0, even for something like this. All right, definitely want to check this. So I'm actually surprised this truck's here, and it might be just an element of tax time. Dealers know they can get a little bit more money right now, so stuff that maybe was sitting on their lot for a little bit longer, they'll bring here. But this typically is not going to make its way to the auction because the dealer who had this truck, they should be able to sell this thing. But anyway, so 2022, it's got 106,000 miles, maybe mileage, because that's a lot of miles for a truck that's just 3 years old now. But anyway, we'll go around it, check it out. Tires, little, oh, sorry. No, you good. Tires, a little, right on the edge right here. I don't know if you can see that from the camera, but a little bit worn, so that's going to be an expense. I'll have to run into it. Outside body, so many dealers here today. It's making it hard to get around and show you everything. That outside body looks fine. Looks fine. It's a 2022. It should look good unless we have some kind of accident, wreck, bump up, some kind of thing like that. Here's a 22 Silverado. It's got 106,000 miles. It's trying to start at $23,000. No bid so far. Drop down to 18,000. I don't think he's got any bids. Drop down 17,000. I don't like the little fold down middle console bench seat kind of thing. Never like that in trucks. I get it, but I mean, unless you're just putting the truck to work, I guess there shouldn't be much of a scenario where you're carrying 6 people in a truck. That's an uncomfortable seat to sit in anyway. So I would almost always rather see I think a big selling point would be not this bench seat, but it would be a center console. Also, the center console looks better too. This thing's nasty, so maybe this guy came in as a trade-in, was used for work, and it's gross, and they just didn't want to deal with it, and that might be the reason why it landed here at the auction. Anyway, 2022 Silverado, 106,000 miles. Let's check it. It says going up, so he's got a floor bid. He's got a bid. 17,000. He only got 1 bid, so he's probably going to have to price it to the seller. It's rolling out. It's got 17,000.
Number 28, here's a 19 model 74.
Yeah, no sell. All 17,000, no sell. And here's something that I have never seen before. A Jeep. I'm sure I've seen a Jeep with this many miles, but this one's got 304,000 miles. This is a Jeep Commander, but this you rarely see this, a Jeep with 300,000 miles on it. And it actually, I mean, for it to have 300,000 miles, the interior looks almost brand new. Somebody garage kept this. They love this thing. They had aftermarket rims on it. Very, very rare that you see something 300,000. Somebody had to mess up. This has only got 104,000 miles. Got to. Let's check it. Let's check it. I don't see. No, it's got 300. Look at that. 304,000 miles. And look at the seats. This looks better than some of the cars that I look at that have like 50,000 miles on them. Crazy, crazy. Whoever the owner of the Jeep was, I mean, they deserve a medal or something. I have no words. I've never seen this before. 300,000 mile Jeep. All right, so check in with Alex here. You had how many on your list?
8.
8 cars. How many have you bought?
0.
That's what tax time looks like. So he's got one car left to look at, and it's a Toyota, so not getting that one either.
Correct. But on the plus side, I'm not spending more money than I should.
Yeah, and also he gets to get out of the shop for a little bit too, right? All right, well, that's what tax time looks like for us. So now starts our vacation from buying cars, I think, and we'll just need to focus on getting whatever we have left just out.
Yeah, which isn't much, so that's good.
Yeah, so successful tax time, but next 2-3 weeks, 3 weeks going to suck.
Probably.
Yeah, next about 3 weeks going to suck. One of the most difficult things that I have to do as a business owner is find the right team members for running my business, and that is where ZipRecruiter can come in for you. With just one click, your job posting reaches millions of job seekers. ZipRecruiter's smart matching technology scans thousands of resumes to find the best candidates and invites them to apply. So you don't have to waste your time sorting through unqualified applicants. And it works. 4 out of the 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. Plus, with the invite to apply feature, you can personally reach out to top candidates with a pre-written message, increasing the chances that they'll apply. ZipRecruiter is the #1 hiring site that employers prefer. And every day they help 10 million job seekers connect with new opportunities. If you're hiring, don't waste time. Let ZipRecruiter do the hard work for you. You can try it for free today. Go to ZipRecruiter.com and use my code below and find your candidate fast. I actually want to check this one. This is a Honda Odyssey, but what's unique about this car is I can see who the sellers are of all these cars when I come out here. They write the name of the dealership. And this I know is a big buy here, pay here dealer. This is a 2020, and it's got 111,000 miles. But the reason why I want to look at this, because this is most likely a repo. If this wasn't a repossessed car, if this was a trade-in, I would believe that they would keep this on their lot to resell. But with it being here, this makes me believe, I would say probably with 90% certainty, I've talked to the guys who rep a lot of these cars, and most of their cars that they bring here are going to be repos. But typically the repos that I see, I mean, you're not going to see something as nice as this. Typically what repos look like is like this, it's like that. See, that's missing the front end. Like that's what repos look like. You got a Impala over here that's custom paint, multicolor, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, so this is why this one is interesting, and I want to check it out. All right, here's the Honda Odyssey. Trying to start at $7,000. Didn't have any bids. Oh, went up. No, it's trying to start at $16,000. It looks nice. Yeah, we can look in here. The inside looks pretty good. I'm assuming the back seat just is folded down completely. So it's going to have a third row seat in it too. Inside it looks like it's been cleaned up. Yeah, so I'm very, very, very interested to see what the price of this is, because it's not like they're running this through and it's going to trick anyone. Like, none of these dealers know where these cars come from. They know, they can see the seller on this, and they know that it's most likely a repo. Even if it's not, they think it's most likely a repo. So that should bring the price down a little bit. That should take some of the dealers that would bid on this car out, because they just don't buy repos. But anyway, so this should bring less than what it normally would, because of who the seller is, and because it's going to take some of those dealers out of the game to bid on it. Anyway, so we're gonna check it out. 2020, 111,000 miles. Let's see what it brings. Drop down to 12,000. All right, 12.1, 12.2. It's rolling out. We still got bids. Still got bids coming up. 12.2. All right, it's rolling out. Still bidding on it. 12.3, 12.4, 12.5, 12.7. All right, it's already out. It's already out. Still been on it, up to 13,000. 13,000 they got on that Odyssey. So I'll show you what all these numbers mean right here. This is the actual run number right here. This is the year of the car, and this is how many miles. So they're running lane, they got 2 lanes, but their run number is 131. It's a 2022. This one's got 106,000 miles on it. That's how we know what's going on. And then on the right-hand side of it, this is the actual dealer that's selling it. So this is a Buick dealer right here. So I know that this is also a Buick dealer. So I know that these 2 right here are from a franchise dealer, which we would much rather buy from a franchise dealer than an independent dealer, because most likely the franchise dealer, their cars are trade-ins. And trade-ins are less likely to have issues than something from an independent dealer or a repo. Repos talked a lot about how much junk they are. People don't take care of them when they stop paying for them. Don't want to buy those. Independent dealers are bringing cars here that they either can't sell or there's so much work into them that they don't want to spend the money to fix them. On either case, if they can't sell it on their lot, well, it makes me think I can sell it on my lot. I can't, so not a good car. And 2, if they don't want to put the work into it that's going to make it to where they can sell it, it's not something I want to do either. So independent dealer cars, I just don't even look at. So I'd rather buy trade-ins. And I'll say probably 85 to 90% of the cars that we buy for our dealership are trade-ins. And we'll buy some repos, but for every 10 trade-ins that I would buy, I'm probably only buying 1.5 to 2 repos. And that number might even be high, because I would say the repos that we look at, even for a dealer like me that sells cars $5,000 and under, so I have to buy cars really cheap, repos are still too rough even for us to buy. There's 1 out of every 10 repos that we check that we're actually going to buy, and that might be high. There you go. I'm not going to check this one, but I just want to point out something. It's an Audi. My grandfather, who was a car dealer for many, many, many years and who I learned a lot of stuff from, he would always have sayings for a lot of cars, and this was one of them. He would call it an Aldi. Instead of an Audi, he would call it an Aldi. But I think the only reason that he pronounced it that way is so he could always make the joke. It means it's all the money going. Because it costs a lot to fix, so yeah. No, Saab was another one. He'd always say there's a Saab story. Let's see what else. He would look at a Volkswagen, and there was no saying for that. He was just like, don't buy that, that's junk. All right, I want to check this one out. This is a 2019 Silverado. It's got 74,000 miles. This one's a Z71. Outside body, it looks pretty good. It looks, you can see, looks like it's been coated right there, so maybe we got some rust action going on. No, body, everything looks good on it. I don't see really any crust at all. I guess that's just the way the paint looks on it. All right, this one right here is a 2019 Silverado. It's got 74,000 miles. Trying to start at $25,000. No bids so far. Drop down $22,000. 25 grand bid here, 23 grand will never get done, 23.2. All right, drop down $23,000. They got a bid. It says on the money, he's got a bid. 23.2. Anyway, inside of it, let's check this out. I mean, dirty, but seats are not tore up at all. The truck was not worked in, even though this is a work style truck with this bench seat. You probably know how I feel about the bench seats at this point. Inside body looks good. Anyway, we'll check it, see what it brings. I've already forgot the miles. Tires look good. Oh, I'm about to get ran over. Okay. 2019, 74,000 miles, Z71. Let's check it out. He's going to roll it out. It's only got one bid. 23 grand bid here. 23.2. 23 grand bid. What are you going to take? We only got one bid. It's $23,000. He'd take 24. Seller said it would take 24,000. This is what I'm talking about. Good buyer, good seller. Got it at $24,000. They sold it. Good thing about this auction, they were able to work it right in the middle of the auction. Auctioneer just said it too. Good buyer, good seller. So I want to show you something about this car auction that I really like. This says Hull on it. that means it was pulled in. This car does not run. It was pulled in. On the side of this, it says no brakes. So that means if you try to stop at this one, it's not going to stop. So what this auction does is they try to be as transparent as possible, and I think that's what makes them a really, really great auction, is because a lot of times with these cars, the buyer knows exactly what they're getting into. So if they don't have any of those specified problems, well, then the cars will bring a little bit more because the buyers can trust this auction to let them know what's going on with the cars before the car even runs. Another thing I really like about this auction is just, I mean, the mentality they have across just taking care of both the buyers and the sellers. It's very rare that we have a situation where a buyer and seller are pretty close together on a deal and it doesn't get done. They'll work with the buyers and sellers, they'll put the deal together. I know you've seen a lot of clips of, buyer doesn't get up to the reserve, seller says they want this much. They'll a lot of times work out that deal in the lane to get it done. And what I like about being a car dealer and going to a lot of these different auctions, most auctions don't do that, but it's better for the auction, gets it moving when they can get deals done quickly, move them on, make a happy buyer, happy seller, sell the car, let's go. Everybody's happy, let's go. That's what I like about this auction. I think they do a really good job as far as running this auction. And you see how many cars that they actually are running today. They get them all ran, and in about an hour and a half, and it's done. So that's a lot of money changing hands in a very short amount of time. Very efficient. I like what this auction does. All right, let's check this out. This is a 2020 Escalade, and it's got 95,000 miles on it. There's Alex. Would you like to buy this, sir? It'd be nice. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit more than $5,000 what we can sell. So anyway, we'll check this out. We'll see what it'll bring. Super nice, super nice. Here's the Escalade. They got $25,000.
25 grand will not be cheaper. I'm on the money.
Yep, he's already got bids at $25,000. Here's the Escalade. Inside looks clean. I mean, it's a 2020. It should still look almost brand new, I would assume. There you go. Outside looks very good. It's a 2020. It should look good. But anyway, we'll check this. All right, looks good. We'll check it out on the inside, see what somebody will pay for it.
25 grand, 25.2.
All right, they're rolling it out. Still trying to get some bids.
25.2. Now 4.
All right, there we go. 25.2, 25.4. Rolling out. Still bidding on it. Got 25.4 on the Escalade.
25.6. 25.4 with a phone call.
I got 25.4. Put on the if bid. Put on phone call. All right, so a little behind the scenes for you on the YouTube side of things. It's very, very windy today. Let's see if I can see something. Yeah, you can see maybe if you zoom in on those trees right there, see them moving quite a bit. So I've got a mic that's wired to me. It's not connected to the camera. I have nothing around the camera here. I just did like a magic trick, put more of my hand around the camera, like you can see the whole camera. It's a stupid thing. I mean, people see me walking around with this little box. I have to look crazy. Anyway, talking to you about behind the scenes with YouTube. I got this mic that's wired to me. It's going to this little box that's in my pocket, and I got it tucked in a little bit to my hoodie. So hopefully the wind that is going on here today is not getting into the mic, because here's the thing. I'm recording 2.5 videos while I'm here at this auction today. And if the wind's just absolutely destroying the audio, well, there's been some cases where we haven't been able to actually use some of the clips. And some of the times where, okay, we just have to use the clips because we got a video coming out and we need to just get it done. And there's no time to actually go out and record anything else, especially if it's an auction video. There's not another auction until next week. So that's what I'm dealing with right now, where I'm stressed about if the audio is actually good or not. Hopefully it is. Hopefully you can't hear any of this wind, but it's just whipping in my face, and I can hear it and I can feel it, and I'm really hoping that you can't hear it. And even more so, I hope that you can't feel it, because then you probably need to be checked by a psychiatrist. That's a mental thing. But anyway, so hopefully I got it tucked in enough. Let me know if you can hear it. All right, here's a car I believe will bring a lot of money. This is Subaru. I think it's not a Forester. I think this is pretty, it's gotta be an Outback. It's a 2019 though. It's got 124,000 miles. Outside body looks good, needs to be washed. Nothing major though. Tires look okay. Let's see, Subaru, Outback, yeah, I was right. I know my cars. There we go. Yeah, but this one, the body looks good. It's 2019, it should. We got a few little door spots here and there. Tires are weird. I don't like I mean, I guess it's fine, but that tread looks weird to me. Maybe they're from a different place than here, maybe up north somewhere it's gonna get. I don't know if those are better tires. They're Michelin's, but that tread pattern is something that I'm not used to.
775. Bring him up here. We'll all look at him. Lot number 11. Here's a 19.
All right, we got a Subaru. It's funny, the auctioneer just said, bring it up here, while looking at it. Had a dealer that was holding up everything because he was trying to scan it on the inside of the door. Trying to start 13,000, no bids. Drop down 9,000. Oh, we got bids, 91.
91 bid here. Took a buy.
No more bids, so it's just 91. All right, we got another bid. Anyway, out the inside. Yeah, this thing was worn it was rode pretty hard. The seats, other than this spot right here, actually look pretty good. I don't know if that's from a big person or somebody that had something on their belt loop that keeps just grabbing that one spot, but other than that, inside looks pretty good. This is something that can be fixed though. There's a lot of, you can get stuff done, like upholstery, get that covered, or some cases with newer cars, maybe even like something like this, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. Sometimes dealers will just buy brand new seats and throw them in there. But anyway, we'll check this out. It's 2019, 124,000 miles. All the way up to 97, all the way up to 10,000 now. 10, 11, 10, no, not 10, 11. 10, 1, 10, 2, 10, 3, 10, 4, we're up to $11,000. 11, 3, 11, 4, 11, 5. 11, 6. He's asking for 11, 6. He's got 11, 5. Now he's got 11, 6. 11, 6. It's already rolled out. It's way down there. Got 11, 6. Up to 11, 7. 11, 7. Got 11,700. Sold it. 11,700.